Yeah, it is good. You can, it is dangerous. It is dangerous.
You send it to your village.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for transit.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
the way you will be in your village, you don't even know. Like, you just be there.
Yeah. And something else I have to do is that I have to just be risking maximum 2% of my capital. I prefer to risk 1% and I can take 2 trades per day if an opportunity.
What up YouTube? Welcome to our channel, guys. In this video, we are about to discuss break even. Whether break even is a scam or not. So watching this video from now to the very end will make you understand why you need to use break even or why you need to stop using break even. Now, this is your wonderful episode 2 of Traders Talk, and I'm here with my favorite traders friend. My name is Frank FX, and by my left hand side is Mr. Cyprian FX, and then my favorite guy, Fellow F Forex. So I would like to hear from them.
What's up, guys? It's another day on the Traders Talk. Thank you very much, Mr. Frank. Mr. Cyprian, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
An honor to be on this space again because on our previous episode, we spoke a whole lot. So if you have not watched it, somewhere around this video, you'll see it's popping up. So go watch it and learn your lessons. Yeah. All right. So today we are talking about break even. Personally, I don't think that's something we should use. Okay, I'll just go straight to the point. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but the truth is, I think break even is a scam because that's a sign of fear. You don't actually know what you're out for. Because how can you take a trade and it starts moving, it has not gotten to your target, and you are already manually adjusting the trade? It doesn't make sense to me. I'll stop here for now so that my brothers, my partners, my co-traders can tell me exactly what they think about this. Then we'll move on to the next step.
Oh, we've not even started and you're calling break even a scam. Mr. Cyprian, introduce yourself, because I believe we have our respective opinion. Like we do in this podcast, everybody have their right to their opinions, all right? We share our opinion, our thoughts based on experience, because we are all traders. So whatever we say here is what we think works best, all right? So Mr. Cyprian, say something, guys.
Thank you so much, Mr. Frank. Fellow F, thank you so much. Thank you for watching us for this second episode of podcast. And Fellow F, I just said something. I'm not aware about it. How can he say that break even is a scam? How can he say things like that? That break even is a scam? No, break even is not a scam, guys. It's not a scam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the thing is, for me, in fact, let me also go straight to the point. I don't personally use break even. Okay, I may not call it a scam entirely from his own perspective, because maybe some people are using it and it's working for them. You know, this is the trading space. Some persons might be using it and it works for them, and nobody gives financial advice. You know what I'm saying? So even as we speak here, we are not financial advisors. Whatever we do here in trading space is left for you to take the decision. We can actually give you suggestions. You take your final decision. I don't use break even because it doesn't work for me. Because market behaves in such a way that before it makes a major move, it will like to come back so many times to entry positions. And then when it comes there, it takes me out so many times. And then since, in fact, I stopped using it 3 years ago, I stopped using anything called break even. You see, so that's a personal decision. But Cyprian, for what you're saying now, by all indication, it means that you still use break even, right? Yeah. Even as you speak, so why do you use break even?
Okay, break even to me is not a scam. Why? Because when you take a trade, the trade is moving. The trade will start creating a structure. When the structure is created, it is normal that you should take your stop loss from where the previous where you put the stop loss from break even, because the market has created a structure. The market has no right to come down and break that structure. Which means that if the market came down and broke the structure, there's a change of character, which means the market go against you, which means that you have seen the problem coming and you allow the push to come and take you. No, it's not a scam. It's a way to protect your capital, because the market has shown you that they have created a structure, and now the market have changed a character, which means the market have to go against you. It is normal to you to come out in break even than to accept loss. That is my own opinion.
You said that the market does not have rights. Because let us get it right. Yeah. You say it has created a structure and a pullback structure. It does not have right to come and break. So market has the right for me. Of course, market has every He said, market does not have the right. It has the right to do everything it wants to do. That zone now you call that it has broken it. For instance, I know his own perspective. Sometimes you feel like if market breaks here, that is change of character.
Yeah.
Right? And then or break of structure, right? Yeah. So you'll be like, okay, since it has changed character, your buy is no longer going to be buy, it will start going sell, for instance.
Yeah.
But you know that even after change of character, market still sometimes still goes back and break the previous high. You see, so market is not predictable.
Yeah, it's really funny when he says market has already broken a zone and it doesn't have the right to come back to that zone. The market is more like a flowing river. You get the market is more like a flowing river. It doesn't really care if you know how to swim or not. And when we talk about right, it has a right to choose the direction it wants to go to. Yes. So what you do as a trader is only to protect yourself in case you are wrong, and protect your profits in case you are right, because price might go and decide to come back. Now, let me give you the reasons why personally, because I don't just want to argue blindly. I also want you guys to understand the reasons why I don't use break even. At first, I loved break even, but instead of break even, what I do is I take partial profits along the line to protect my funds and lose less in case I'm wrong. Now, moving my stop loss to break even. There are times when I do scale in along the line. Scaling in is different from break even, because at that point you have a clean break of structure and you know price is it's a continuation trend. You understand? Price is moving in an uptrend. Let's take for an uptrend scenario. We know price is breaking structures and going higher. But there are some little structures that price might consider as liquidity for those who understand liquidity trading. Okay, and now that liquidity might leave us, like that structure might leave a zone below, which is around break even. That price will definitely, or price might want to come back and tap into it before moving. So I won't move my stop loss. Instead, since we have had a little break of structure, I will take partial profits and let the rest run. Okay, so when Mr. Cyprian tells us he actually takes break even because it feels like the market has no right to come down, I strongly stand against that, and I say I don't think it works, because personally I've tried it before and it has failed me so many times. That's why I go against it. Thank you.
So, what do you have to say now?
Thank you so much, Philip F. Thank you. But what I have to say is that as a trader, we know why is it that we are buying, we know why is it that we are selling, because normal as a trader, you know that certain things are what the market does. Now the probability is very higher that the market don't supposed to come back above what it does, because normally when we talk about change of character or break of structure, we know that when the market is creating break of structure, now if the market came back and break back that structure has been created, it's a change of character, which means that if the market has created structure, I have the right to take my stop loss and put in break even, because if the market came down and break back the structure that I've created, it's a change of character, which means that normally I prefer to protect my capital to accept the loss. That is why break even to me is very important. It's not a scam.
Now, see my strategy, okay? I work with risk to reward. That is, I normally use 1:3, sometimes 1:2. That is my kind of trading. So I use 30 pips stop loss, and then I use 60 pips target. That's when I want to get 1:2. Or sometimes I use 1:3, where I now use 30 pips stop loss and 90 pips target, right? Okay, if I should use break even like you said, because market moves randomly, the chart is randomly distributed. When I do break even, that means in that particular trade, I am coming out with what? Nothing. $0.
Waste of time.
Wasted time and wasted effort. My RR was even disobeyed. In a trade, I came out with 0, which is not the plan. And then tomorrow, I enter a trade. The trade started going against me and start moving in my stop loss direction. You know, I will leave it to run, right? Of course, when it's in your stop loss direction, you allow it to run, right?
Yeah.
Now, if it runs and hits stop loss, that means 30 pips gone. Yesterday, nothing was even secured. And sometimes, a trade will even hit break even and start pushing to that your TP. Now, that's why I leave it to run. It is either stop loss or target. The game is 1:3, and it is constant, because at the end of the month, I look at my spreadsheet, my data, I say that yes, I am in profit, and that's because I allow some of those trades to run. Trade that will come into break even and still go into target helped me a lot. You see, because of that, I have more wins, even when I have more stop loss, because the fear has always been stop loss. Someone who uses break even is afraid of stop loss. It depends. Be like, oh, I don't want to say stop loss. Let me just break even. That's the theory behind break even. Instead of stop loss, let me come out with 0-0. But at the end of the day, what will be. Sera. Stop loss or target. We are here to take that risk. And so since that mentality has actually helped me a lot. I'm not saying that people who use break even is cool. If it works for you, fine, good and fine. Like I said earlier, we are not financial advisors, but we're just trying to share our approaches, different approaches to forex. So risk to reward game, that changes it for me entirely. So fellow F, I don't know what you have to say about this.
Yeah. When you talk about risk to reward, it contradicts my point a little, because of the fact that I take partials at times. Yes, I have a simple strategy. I don't know. Do you take partials along the line?
No.
Okay, you don't take partials.
It's wrong.
You have perfect. Now, you see, that's why I said normally, most traders are scared of stop loss, like you said. Most traders are scared of stop loss. If there was a possibility to delete a stop loss order from the chart, most people would delete it because they are afraid of losing. Normally, losing hurts. Now, for those, because personally, what I do, like he said, we are not financial advisors, so we share our experiences, and if it makes sense to you, you can learn from it and apply it. So what I do is, when my trade has moved to a certain level, because most of my trades are 1:5 or 1:2.5. Let me explain. I know some of you don't see it normal for us to be following 1:5s, but it's something that works. Okay, so I risk 20 pips. I trade only measure pairs, and for now I've been trading one pair for over a year plus, which is GBP USD. And out of my experience, I understand that when I get to a certain point, price always respects 20 pips stop loss. So I use 20 pips stop loss, targeting a 1:5. That's 100 pips or 50 pips. When I'm targeting 50 pips, I don't take partials along the line, okay? Because that's a 1:2.5. I let it run. But when I'm targeting a 1:5, I take partials at 1:2.5 and I let the rest run. I don't touch my stop loss from where I placed it, because I understood that this is the structure price has to respect. And if it breaks this structure, I am wrong, and I'm wrong indeed. I accept my wrong when I'm wrong. Okay, so that's exactly what I do. Then, when I said break-even traders are or break-even trading is a scam, yes, it's simple. The market always tricks you, and when you are tricked and money is taken away from you without your you don't want it to be taken, or maybe you don't gain what you were there for, they have scammed you, right? Maybe you pay for a service and the service is not rendered. It means you have been scammed. So why should I stay in front of the chart maybe for 2 hours doing analysis, waiting for a setup for maybe 4 hours, and then later on I move my stop loss from where it's supposed to be and place it where maybe price will come back and tap and go against. I finally go in my favor. It means I wasted all that time for nothing. So I rather prefer to let it play. Okay, so that's I've actually given you a complete breakdown of my trading style. So I believe if you want to test it, you can go and try it, and if it works, then you can come back and tell us in the comment section what you think.
All right. Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. I have something to say. What Philip just said.
What do you have to say? Are you agreeing with what we said?
I'm not agreeing with it. I'm not agreeing. Why? Because everybody has his own trading style.
Yeah.
I have people that have been following for more than 3 years now that we have been trading together. And when I'm trading, you discover that, guys, there are sometimes you take a trade. That trade maybe is 1:4, 1:3. Just imagine you take a trade, you have 1:2 already. The trade is running 1:2. And the trade have already created structure, which means that as a trade has created structure, if the market comes back and breaks that structure, there's a change of character, which means the market has changing direction. As soon as the market has created a structure to me, guys, I will take my stop loss and put in break-even. A stop loss putting in break-even, it depends how you are using the stop loss. Because the problem with stop loss putting in break-even is that those newbies, those new traders, when the market started moving, going to a direction, because they are afraid, they will take the stop loss and put in break-even. Means why the market have to breathe. But me, I've lived a long breathing space in the market, which means the market have created structure. Now I put my stop loss. The market have run from 40 or 50 pips. Now I have created the structure. It's not that I should take my stop loss and put in break-even. Now you are saying that putting a stop loss in the break-even is a scam. It's not a scam. Why? Because each strategy has the good side and the bad side. There are sometimes you can only be 1:2 in profit. It doesn't take you have stop profit. It doesn't put stop and break even. The market can still reverse and come and hit your TP. It is more painful than somebody that has put the stop loss in break even. You cannot say that each time that the stop loss put in break even, the market to reverse and come and touch the stop loss. No, I don't accept that one. That one I don't accept. Because it depends on their trading style, and the trading style depends on the edge that you have from that trading style. The person you have from that trading style, because there are sometimes it will benefit me and it will favor you. There are sometimes it will favor me and it will benefit you. That's what I can say for that.
Yeah. I think I'm getting Mr. Super's point.
Yeah.
This is people have their ways and what works, because the market is here for everybody to harvest money. So, but till the kingdom come, I won't use break even. It's just me. No matter how you paint it, you understand. I did that in the past. In fact, I was even doing it because our top mentors, they were like, put the trade on break even. Some of these fake mentors. I greet you. Sorry. I greet you. I greet you.
Yeah, break even is good. Break even is good. Protect your profit. Protect your capital, guys.
What they do is all these mentors, they just want to see candlestick move. So they will say that they're in massive profit.
Yeah.
They will use 200 lot size on a trade. Then they will say buy Euro USD. Immediately the candle go up small, just let's say 10 pips.
Take a screenshot of
the screenshot will fully whole Telegram channel and it'll be like massive profit, guys. And then you hear put your stop loss to break even.
TP1 hit, move stop loss to break even.
So I have seen a lot in this industry. That's why whatever I'm saying on my own channel, I'm saying it from experience. And any content you see on my channel sometimes are strategically meant to pass a message. And that's how the channel is designed to work. So it's my theory, and I still stand with it. Maybe in our next topic, so we'll discuss these mentors. Maybe our next topic, guys, you need to check up on the 3rd episode, because we are here to actually guide you guys, obviously. Maybe our 3rd episode will be about forest scams that we need to expose. Yeah. Don't worry, we are here for you guys. Don't worry. So, fellow, just say round up the thing, and we could actually call it a day.
Okay. So my conclusion will be a question.
Yes.
But before I ask the question, I'll answer it. I'll ask the question and answer it. Then maybe you answer, he answers. Okay. So the question is, fellow F, if you had to start Forex all over again, what will you do? Like, what are the steps you follow? So the same question comes to Frank FX, CPN FX. So I will start. The first thing I would do is educate myself. I'll focus on one strategy. The second thing I will do is I will preserve my capital. I will forget about making money and I will learn how to lose. The third thing is I will risk not more than 1% or maximum 2%, 1 to 2% of my capital, even if it's just $100. Okay, because I'm talking about you beginner traders, because most of you watching us want to start your journey. Maybe you are in a struggling phase, so maybe $100 is something big for you. So I will risk $2 per trade, and I'll focus only on major currency pairs, no volatile pair. And the last thing, which is not the least, is I will journal every trade. Like, I will take record of every trade I take. Okay, I will record it so that through my going back to it and rehearsing, watching my errors, I'll be able to build confidence. And that's how I'll get back to where I am right now, because those are the things I did to get to where I am, and I will always repeat it.
Wow, I think this is the best way to summarize this video. Yeah, thank you for that idea. I'm going to actually say mine briefly. First of all, if I'm to start Forex all over again, right, what will I do? First, I will look for a mentor like Frank FX, because Frank FX exposes things. It tells me that these things I think is true are not the way they are. And when I realize that things are not the way they are in this industry, the way people present it, I will be conscious of what I believe. Because when I started, I believed so many things. I thought it was all roses. Make money, flip 10 naira to 10 million naira. I thought that was the game, but that is not it. So if I had started with that foundation, which Frank FX is laying today, I would have gone further than this. But thank God for life, by the way. Secondly, If I had to start forex today, I will not trade gold, SAUUSD. Because I learned from experience. You see that pair, SAUUSD. If you're a newbie, Common Road, don't go there. Why? What are you doing there? Live there. Although, if you're profitable in it, good luck. But if Frank FS is to start all over again, I will not be there because I know what me and God did that year. Number 3, I will stick to risk management. It's not about flipping 10 to millions. It's about risk management. Like we said in the previous video, I think I'm coming to your side now.
That's something big. That's something big. And I'm going out.
Yeah, I think I'm going back. Yeah. You gave me some percentage. Yeah. So I think I would actually abide to managing the risk. Okay, because the chart is very important, but of course I will see bounds to risk management. With that, I will truly go far in forex. This risk to reward, it is a game changer. Don't play. Super, so.
Thank you, Mr. Frank. Thank you so much. You have said things that are very, very important in the forex space.
Yeah.
If me, I want to start now. I want to start forex today.
Yeah.
The first thing I have to do, I have to open my eyes and look for good mentor. Because to see good mentor, you have to open your eyes very well to see them guys. They are very. They are not much.
Yeah.
They are not much. Okay, you have to look for a good mentor. A good mentor is a profitable somebody that is profitable in the game, right? First, when you have that good mentor, you have to now learn his strategy and learn how to apply that strategy 100%. Focus only on that strategy. Secondly, I have to now choose one market that strategy is working, they has an edge on that market, and focus on that market, on that pair. And Frank has said something fantastic. That is something that I was doing many years. I decided to not be doing it because of my community. I will tell my students to avoid gold, or me, I will avoid gold. Because gold is not made for people who don't have capital, and gold is something that is not made for newbies. Because it can easily take you for, you usually say that it can easily take you to your village.
Yes, it's taking to your
village. To your village. Your
transport fare.
Yeah, your
village.
Yeah, it is good. It can, it is dangerous. It is dangerous.
You send it to your village.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for transit.
Yeah.
No, the way you will be in your village, you don't even know. You just be there.
Yeah. And something else I have to do is that I have to just be risking maximum 2% of my capital. I prefer to risk 1% and I can take 2 trades per day if an opportunity comes to take 2 trades per day.
Yes.
Right? And also, I will also observe the attitude and how the profitable trader, how they are doing. I also dance like them.
Psychology.
But now, when your risk management is good, you see that you have a calm psychology. But when you over risk, guys, you will not have a calm psychology. And there's something else very important I would like to do. I'll be looking long term. Because one of the problems that is making newbies to be risking so much, they want to buy, they are so happy forex with an Lamborghini. They just want to buy them. That's why they choose gold, NASDAQ, all those volatile pairs. They want to become rich overnight, which means when you become profitable, give yourself 5 years, 10 years, 20 years to build something big. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. Subscribe to the channel you are watching this video from. It's from my own channel. Subscribe. In fact, guys, you guys should go check out my brother's channels also. Fellow F on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Super FS on YouTube. Go check them out. Subscribe also. These are growing channels and doing very well. Okay. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.